The Muskoka real estate market just shifted big time. Whether you're a buyer, seller, or just wondering what's going on in the market, you'll want to stick around to the very end because these numbers will change how you approach real estate in 2025. Hey friends, I'm Idan Sanko, a local realtor in the Muskoka area. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Muskoka Estate Talks. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button so you never miss an episode of Muskoka Estate Talks. That way you stay on top of the Muskoka real estate market. Today, I have completed a market analysis comparing March 2025 to March 2024. Today, we'll be covering Gravenhurst, Bracebridge, and Huntsville, the units sold per month, year to date, as well as the average price and median price, and of course, active listings. Without further ado, let's hop into my computer and look at the charts. As you can see, March 2025 is in the top and March 2024 is at the bottom. What we're going to be talking about now is the active listings, the sold units per month, and the sold units year to date. In this chart, we're looking at the top as March 2025, and below that is March 2024. We'll be able to see Bracebridge, Gravenhurst, and Huntsville in both charts, followed by active listings, sold that month, and sold that year, that being by the end of March in their respective year. I'd like to draw your attention to Bracebridge. As we can see, there is 61 active listings in 2025, whereas in 2024 there was only 41, making a difference of 20 listings. There's much more supply in March 2025 than there was in March 2024. Additionally, if you look at the units sold that month alone in March 2025, we're looking at 16 houses, whereas in March 2024 it was only 4 houses. And then we move our attention to sold year to date by the end of March 2025 versus March 2024. And as you can see, it is 3 times the amount, 36 versus 12. When we move on to Gravenhurst, there is 19 more active listings in 2025 than there was in March 2024. Though only an additional 2 units sold in March 2025 than they did in 2024. However, when you look at the year to date of 2025, we have 20 units sold versus 2024 when there was only 10, thereby effectively doubling the sold units in 2024. Moving on to Huntsville, as you can see, the active listings in 2025 is 200 listings, whereas in 2024, there was only 58. Accordingly, we have 23 sold units in March of 2025 and only 6 units sold in 2024. And if you're looking at a year to date, we have 52 sold homes in Huntsville, whereas we only had 6 this time last year. This means that the monthly unit count in Huntsville has 4x that of last year. And the year to date is 3.2x that of last year. So when people ask me how the market's doing, I have to say the market in Muskoka is doing great. I am sorry Toronto isn't doing so good, but we are doing great up here. But these numbers don't explain everything. To understand what's really going on, we need to look at the average price as well as the median price in 2025 versus 2024. When we talk about the median price point in 2025, both Bracebridge and Gravenhurst were on a decline, whereas Huntsville had increased. The key takeaways are the average price and median points are higher in 2024 than they are in 2025. This is due to numerous factors. The key takeaway is right across the board. In 2024, the average price and the median price point had outperformed 2025, with the exception of the median price point in Huntsville in 2025, which is up by $119,000. The market is more active in 2025 and inventory is moving well. The average price and median points are higher in 2024 than they are in 2025, and this is due to numerous factors. Stubborn sellers were unwilling to sell below a certain price. Why? Well, sellers either bought high and wanted to not lose money. Sellers leveraged on their home so that they have more owing on it, so they took a second line of credit or a second mortgage on their homes, resulting as the same as the first, where they bought at a high price, and then the reason they're able to hold those properties is because they initially qualified for a higher rate, so they're able to withstand the pressure for longer. So year over year, there's more real estate transactions happening, though the average price and the median price points have dropped for the most part across Muskoka. This is good to know because we know that there's activity. If there's activity, it is mostly a price issue that sellers will be dealing with. If you are a seller and you're trying to sell your house, please be sure to list it competitively with the current real estate dynamic, not what it was last year. Buyers, you're in a better negotiating position than you were 3 years ago, but not that much better than you were a year ago. So please, if you find a property that you truly like and is suitable for your living, make a move on it. Well, my friends, as you can see, the Muskoka market has had some major changes. Whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on the market, knowledge is power. If you'd like help making your next real estate move in the Muskoka area, please consider me your guide. My name is Dan Selkov. I work with eXp Realty here in the beautiful Muskoka. See you in the next video.